Good morning, boys and girls. We are going to be learning a new letter today. Today we are going to learn the name of this letter and the sound it makes. So this is the letter V. This is an uppercase V. This is a lowercase v. The letter V makes the sound V, V, like violin. Here is our character. We always have a character for each letter. So this character helps you remember the letter. This is Ms. V. There's her V. And she is wearing a vegetable vest. So when I look at her clothes, I see all kinds of vegetables. There are carrots, tomatoes, green beans, potatoes, celery, peppers, broccoli, cabbage, some more peppers, radishes, some more potatoes, and carrots. Oh, look at her hair. They look like string beans. So our letter for today is the letter V. And the sound it makes is V, V, like vegetable vest. So you've got a V. You put it up by your mouth for your visual cue. V, V, for vegetable vest. So for an uppercase V, we slant down and push back up. A lowercase v is the same way. Slant down, push back up. It is just smaller. All right, so let's look at our pictures that we always put on our alphabet chart. There's our uppercase V. And there's our lowercase v. Oh, Miss Tanya's going to have to get our lights. There they are. All right, boys and girls, let's look at some things that begin with the V sound for vegetable vest. What is that? Yes, that instrument is a violin. Violin begins with a V. Those are vegetables. Vegetables begin with a V. They've got corn, carrots, and peas. That is a vacuum. Vacuum begins with the letter V. Oh, look at this one. Volcano. Volcano begins with a V. For this one, we're not looking at the flowers. They are in a vase. Vase begins with a V. And our last one is a van. Van begins with the V sound. So we have van, violin, vacuum, vegetables, volcano, and vase that all begin with the letter V or the V sound. All right, I'm going to pull up Starfall and share it with you, and we'll look at some more things that start with the letter V.
V. V.
All right, here's our uppercase V and our lowercase V.
Violin. Volcano. Van.
Go for a ride on the Starfall van. Go for a ride on the Starfall van. Ba 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 van. Ba 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 van.
All right, boys and girls, so they had several things that we had. They had the van, the violin, and the volcano, just like we had. All right, so in your package, you've got your sound page for the letter V. Up at the top is an uppercase V, slant down, push back up. Here's our lowercase v, start at the dotted line, slant down, push back up. All right, of course, at the top, the first thing you're going to do is write your name. Of course, we write our name with the pencil, and then you may color your pictures with crayons. So your directions say color the pictures that begin with a V sound. So we're going to look at each picture and talk about it. Here is a lemon. Does lemon begin with the V sound? No. Lemon. We hear an L in there. What about this? This is called a nut. Does nut begin with the V sound? No. We hear an N. Shovel. I do not hear a V at the beginning of shovel. I hear that SH. All right, this is called a vulture. Do you hear a V at the beginning of vulture? Yes, so you're going to color that one. Here is our violin. Do you hear a V at the beginning of violin? Yes, we saw it with our alphabet pictures and we saw it on Starfall. What about van? Yes, you're going to color the van. It was also in our pictures and on Starfall for beginning with a V. All right, let's go back up. There's some vegetables. Does vegetables begin with a V? Yes. Remember Ms. V and her vegetable vest. Next you have a wagon. Do you hear a V at the beginning of wagon? No. Wagon. You hear a W. All right, let's check this for a couple of different things. What if we called this paper? Would that start with a V? No, we hear a P. What if I called it a notebook? Would that begin with a V? No, we hear an N. So we're not going to color that one. What about pencil? No, we do not hear a V at the beginning of pencil. We hear a P. All right, what about this vase? Yes, vase begins with a V. All right, boys and girls, so we went over each picture. When you go back, you're going to use crayons. You're going to color the pictures of things that begin with a V or V. So you said you were going to color the vulture, the violin, the van, the vegetables, and the vase. When you are finished, if you'd like to, you can take a picture and send it to me, and also leave it in your packet, and I can check it when you bring it back. Great job, boys and girls. Let's go back and review. Today we have learned this is the letter V. And the letter V makes the V sound, like vegetable vest. All right, so tomorrow we are going to learn to write the letter V. If you have any questions, send me a message or you can call me. Have a great day, boys and girls. I'll see you soon.